First of all, everyone loves going down that nostalgia trip and enjoy old things that we have done in the past.
I've been talking like people's ears off about Counter-Strike. Believe me, I can do that for 2 more hours. A franchise that started when you and me were practically kids. Not even kids, infants. I think, what was it?
It is, by the way, I think we weren't there when it came.
What?
1970, 80s.
Yeah, 1986. Okay.
Yep. So we were.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Unboxed Take, a podcast from Unboxed by Chroma where we talk about everything tech. Stats, facts, trivia, personal stories, everything goes. In this episode, we'll be talking about game remasters with a guest you might have seen on the show before, and we'll end the episode with the trivia. But first, here's the news recap for the week. In a move that might make your doom scrolling more informative, YouTube Shorts is getting a smart upgrade with Google Lens integration. Now, while watching a short, you can pause, tap the new lens icon and search everything on screen. Objects, landmarks and even foreign text. It's all done within the app and you don't need to switch any tabs. Lens overlays search results on top of the video, making it super smooth and interactive. This feature is rolling out in beta this week, ad-free for now, though it won't work on shorts with affiliate links or promos. It's a smart layer of discovery that keeps shorts fun while quietly adding some real utility under the hood. Now, if you are a space enthusiast, you can take a selfie from space absolutely for free thanks to Mark Rober and his company Crunch Labs. After 3 years of work and a $5 million investment, they launched SatCus, a satellite that lets anyone beam up a selfie, have it displayed on a screen in the orbit, and have it snapped with Earth in the background. All you need to do is just upload your picture to spaceselfie.com and wait for your off-world glamour shot. The camera setup is legit, capturing high-res HDR images with a stunning Earth in the background. It's science, spectacle, and fun rolled all into one. As things like this happen more often, it's a push that makes us believe that space isn't just for billionaires anymore, it's for all of us. Now, on a slightly grim note, WhatsApp is officially ending support for older phones starting 1st of June this year. If you're still using an iPhone 5S or a first-gen Moto G, it's probably time to upgrade. Meta says that this move will help keep WhatsApp secure and feature-packed, something older operating systems just can't keep up with. Devices running iOS 15 or Android 5.0 or earlier are on the chopping block. Affected models include the iPhone 6 series, Samsung Galaxy S4, Moto E2014 and a lot more. Now, if you are using one of these, back up your chats and switch to a newer device soon. After 1st of June, no updates will be sent to these devices and WhatsApp will be just a locked app. So to talk about remastered games, we have Pranav with us, the first repeat guest on this podcast. Welcome back to the show, Pranav. And before we get started, I just wanted to set some context over here. Pranav recently worked on an article talking everything about game remasters. I would definitely want you to give it a read. It will be linked in the comments down below and you can find it on our usual channel, which is Unboxed by Chroma. So Pranav, because you spoke to a lot of people about game remasters and that is something that we have seen come up quite a bit in the gaming industry recently. What are your first thoughts on game remasters? Like, are they just something that companies are doing to re-release those games for the sake of it, to make some cash, or is it something that actually benefits the gamers?
I think that is, it goes both way. I think companies are definitely making profits by remastering the game and launching them again. But I think we also, while playing remasters, we go on that nostalgia trip, and fans tend to enjoy those games as well. So that's why I think it goes both ways. So it is profitable for the company, and fans also get served by these remasters.
So, because you are a gamer yourself and you must be a part of a lot of gaming communities as well. What are their responses? Because what I have seen on Reddit and forums like that, even I'm a part of a few Discord groups where games are discussed extensively, one of them being the SteamDB Discord. And over there I've seen the fans being divided into two factions, as you said. One is, up in arms against the gaming company, saying that, okay, we were fine with the OG game and there was no need for a remaster, while others actually enjoy it. So over here, like, when you spoke to the people and you yourself were researching for this article and might have played a few remasters, what did you think of it? Like remasters in general, like which side of the faction, if I were to ask you to, take a stance, which side of the faction would you be on?
I would say that I am on the side of remasters. I want remasters, but with the caveat that remastered should be done well.
Okay.
Like there are some of the remasters that have been done really well. Let's say Final Fantasy VII remake, but there are some remasters that have not been that great. So if they are done well, if there is something new to the table, then I think.
Like one game that I would essentially call a remastered version of the OG game is Counter-Strike 2. And like knowing me, you would know that I love that series in general. And when the shift happened from Counter-Strike Global Offensive to Counter-Strike 2, it was an engine overhaul. And for me, instead of it being a new game, for me essentially it is a remake. It is a remaster because they went ahead. The mechanics are essentially the same from day one when I hopped into the servers. There were a few glitches, obviously it was an engine overhaul, there will be a lot of things that will be different, especially because of the nature of the game, it being a competitive shooter. But the experience remained essentially the same, but dropped a few FPS on my PC because of the upgraded graphics, but I was able to enjoy the same continuity that I did with Global Offensive going into Counter-Strike 2, and I think that also remains with a lot of remasters as well. Like recently, the one that I played was the GTA Definitive Edition, the remaster series that happened. And over there, I was pleasantly surprised to see while, it maintained that OG, slightly less polygon wala look of the older GTA games, but there was this essence of newness which made me, take that road of on Vice City again, or roam around those streets of San Andreas with a newfound enthusiasm. Why not just go back and play the game again instead of getting a remastered version, because probably because of the lesser intense graphics, the lesser demand from your system, it will probably run better. So why would you need a remaster in this case?
So I think it has to at least for me, I wouldn't like to play games that are not that great with graphics. So
Okay.
I think there has been a lot of shift in terms of graphics. Like if we look at some of the games 5 years down the line, those games may not look still better unless it is Rockstar and it is RDR or some other kind of games. But
Yeah.
So I think that is there. The graphical shift is definitely there. So that is one thing. Plus we also get the new game features in the game. So that is why I think remasters, I would play remasters better than touching old games.
So one question, now that you have mentioned that you would pick one over the other, I would want you to pick one more thing over the other, which would be a remaster or a brand new game. For me, just to make things easier for you, I would say I would any day pick up a nice remaster of an old game, because I am someone who gets fixated on things. I have played Counter-Strike over 2,000 hours, and I have barely like 3,000 hours in total of gaming. And out of which 2,000 have gone into just one game. So for me, I'm fixated with that feeling of nostalgia, that familiarity. What is it for you? Would you like to have a new feeling, or like in the old skin, in the old game, or a brand new game that you would want to explore? Because you are more of a story mode gamer who does tackle a bit in FPS as well, but tends to play story mode games as well.
So I think I would definitely, so everyone loves going down that nostalgia trip and enjoy old things that we have done in the past. But that being said, it shouldn't be like that studios stop inventing things. I think they should also look out for, they should mostly stick to launching new games, but with the conviction that these new games that are coming have something promising to bring. Because what is happening lately, the trend has been that these games have been, brands have been remastering games, but their main IPs, the new IPs haven't been touched really well. So I think they should focus on launching new games and working on new games and make games so better that these games would be remastered like 10 years down the line.
Yeah, that would actually make sense. But I would like to play the devil's advocate over here, because I suffered for a long time with when the transition was happening from Global Offensive to Counter-Strike 2. And I remember clearly that for almost a year, Global Offensive did not get any updates. until the time when we started getting some rumors around March in 2023 about Counter-Strike 2 coming around. And once the game hit the floor, which was Counter-Strike 2, we understood why they were holding back and everyone was flocking to new games. I would probably play the devil's advocate and say that sometimes preservation of something that has been loved over the years is more important, but that shouldn't obviously come at the cost of a newer game. Like what? So for me, I've been talking like people's ears off about Counter-Strike. Believe me, I can do that for 2 more hours. But what would be that one remastered game that you would pick to play any day?
I think I haven't played many remasters. I've played some remasters. I remember playing Sleeping Dogs Remastered Edition.
Sleeping Dogs strikes again. If you haven't watched our last episode, Pranav is very fond of Sleeping Dogs. You'll know if you go back.
So basically, I got to know about this game called Sleeping Dogs, which was released a while back, and Square Enix, which is the maker of that game, released the remastered edition of the game. So I had both games actually on my system. And I tried the remastered version. I also tried the older version. Remastered version just had a slight bump of the graphics, but still I think that was the key for me to play that game, because the graphics were definitely well, or else I wouldn't have touched that game.
Yeah.
I know some of the people who still haven't played that game. I have been suggesting remastered edition, which is decent, I would say. The trailer is different, but the game is definitely decent. The graphics are definitely good. So I think graphic is what pushes the game remasters to work.
Okay. Like just before wrapping this segment up, I just wanted to go back to something that connects what we were speaking about in the last episode. And a point that you brought back over here was that while developing new IPs, game studios can look at remasters.
Yeah.
So do you think it's a viable? I personally believe that it is, that while they're developing a newer IP, which is, say for example, not even a newer IP, a next iteration in an IP, say for example, between GTA 5 and GTA 6, we saw the definitive edition come out.
Yeah.
So do you think this is a nice stopgap between a newer game and an older game? Because you get that hint of nostalgia, and we were also discussing last time, right? I would be someone, or you would be someone who would play GTA games through and through, probably pick up the remastered version before GTA 6 comes out. So between two games, do you think this is a nice stopgap?
This is definitely a nice stop, and I would, someone from Rockstar should take a note and make a remaster of GTA 4. That is what I would recommend. Because
GTA 4, yes.
The story is definitely good. Again, we came to that game because, but the story is definitely good. Just bump in the graphics, and we will definitely, everyone would love to play.
But would a graphics bump be enough for you? Would you want newer features or just a graphic
I definitely want newer features, graphics, story. Definitely I wouldn't
change.
Yes, GTA 4 story is definitely good.
But without giving spoilers, I just want to pick your brain on this because you seem to be a very big GTA 4 fan.
Okay.
What is that one thing that you love about GTA 4 that would make it worthy of a remaster?
Worthy of a remaster? Yes. I think it has to be that dark side and the GTA 4 basically the dark side of GTA 4. Most of the GTA games I've played, most of the GTA games that are there are these, even GTA 5 for example, it is a good it has a good vibe and all. But the vibe in GTA 4 is definitely different. It is really, really dark, and Nico's the story that Nico follows, I think that is definitely something that would make GTA 4's remaster worthy. So it is the story.
So what if I were to say that GTA 6 comes with an equally dark story? Would you still want a GTA 6 comes with an equally dark story? Would you still want a GTA 4 remaster?
I would definitely. I don't think GTA 6 is going to come with a dark story. I think it is too bright to handle. So many colors in the frame.
But that's just a trailer, my friend.
Yes, that's just a trailer.
Yes. So hopefully good things are lined up for GTA 6 as well.
But GTA 4 is definitely the game that I would go back to even if GTA 6 arrives. And yep.
Yes. So with that, I think we have almost covered everything. If you want, we can continue.
There is one.
Again.
There is.
Pranav strikes back.
There is one thing that we missed. So there has been a connection of game remasters and movie remakes.
Oh yeah, that is something. Yes.
That is something I think we have missed. So there has been a trend where movies are makers are coming with sequels of movies after a long time. For example, Final Destination, Bloodlines, which just arrived. The last movie was made in 2000, before 2010s, and the sequel has just come yet. So I think there is a connection between these game remasters and movie remakes or sequels for say. So I think brands are definitely looking, like studios are definitely going over that nostalgia trip where they want to service fans with these nostalgic games, but also doing that earn some profits. So yeah, so there is this connection happening, and let's see where it till where we go.
Yeah, I think with Maverick also what happened with Top Gun Maverick, a franchise that started when you and me were practically kids. Not even kids, infants. I think, what was it? Just
it is, by the way, I think we weren't there when it came.
What?
1970s, 80s.
Yeah, 1986.
80s.
Okay.
Yep. So we went there.
So we did not even exist, and we were in our, I thought was at least 21 when I saw Maverick. And I think you would have been around 22-ish.
I don't exactly remember the time when I saw it, but yeah, definitely I was very young.
I was someone who went in without having watched Top Gun, the OG, like the OG Top Gun movie, and then I went into Maverick, and that, I think, pushed me back into watching Top Gun as well, because the story hooked me so well, and I wanted to know the connection between Tom Cruise's character and I don't want to spoil the movie in case you haven't watched it yet, but the connections that were established in Maverick made me go back.
Yes.
So I think remasters also, say for example, if they release a remaster of a game that you really like, say for example GTA 4, you might go ahead and just for the sake of it play a San Andreas or a Vice City as well. So I think that recall value also gets added in.
Yes, that is also get added, and I think that is making remasters can be a safe bet for brands. Like they can, if they don't have anything promising or they are working on something that is going to take a lot of time, they can, what they do is usually they remaster the game. But a true remake needs a lot of effort. So to bring in some new ideas takes a lot of effort. But in the meantime, while they are making the new game, and if it is taking a long time, they can work on a remaster.
So I think with that, after trying to end the episode, Pranav had a few more things to say, but with that we come to the end of this segment. If you have any thoughts, we would love to continue the discussion in the comments below, and do let us know what do you think about game remasters and what topic would you like us to discuss in the next episode of Unboxed Take. With that said, let's move on to the next segment where I quiz the guest, this time Pranav, in for round 2. Let's see if he can make it 2 out of 2 by answering my poetic riddle correctly?
Yes.
So with my phone in my hand where I pen down my poetry, I'm still not a poet. I have done it 6 times before, but I think I'm still lacking somewhere. But this is the segment called Guess the Tech, where I quiz the guest on this podcast with a short poem that I write. It has some obvious hints, feel free to chip in. And let's get started. Round 2 for Pranav.
Okay.
Here it goes. I open realms with just one click, with glowing keys and boot up quick. A screen so sharp, it cuts the night, where dragons fall and pixels fight. I'm not a console, desk or a phone, yet carry games when you're alone. With fans that roar and lights that gleam, I run your every game in a portable dream. I travel light yet pack a punch, with graphics strong enough to crunch. WASD beneath your hand, I guide you through each shadowed land. I'm built to game both fast and lean. What am I, this mobile machine?
Handhelds?
Nope.
Nintendo? It is a gaming
I
machine?
think I got him this time. It is gaming, yes. I think our producer has gotten the answer, but you are close. It is a portable something. It is portable. It is portable.
PS Portal?
Nope.
It's in front of you.
Laptop?
Yes, but it is in front of you, and yes.
Yeah, mobile phone. Hey, no, that is also portable.
No,
but
you were close. You were close with that gaming angle, and you have said the answer. You have said the answer. You have said the answer in the last 2 minutes.
If it is not laptop, it is not mobile.
It is. Yes.
Gaming laptop, what is it?
Yes, it is gaming laptop.
It is gaming laptop.
Yes,
Arey yaar, it was so easy.
Yes. Second time was the charm.
I thought you were saying something about handheld, say a PS Portal or something like Nintendo.
Yes, it was a
Okay.
gaming laptop.
Of course, WASD.
Yes. PCMR for the win, I guess.
But I won, I think, na? I think I won, bro.
Okay, I'll give 0.5 out of 2. I'll like this would have been a second round, so I'll give him half the win. But still, good enough. You still remain ahead of someone who was there in the podcast. I would like you to go back, see all the episodes, and let me know the name of the person who is the only one stands who hasn't been able to name the gadget that is there.
I know.
With that, yes, we come to the end of today's podcast. Do let us know down in the comments below what you would like to discuss next. And with that, I will see you next week with another fresh Unboxed Take.